Yeah, so anyways, we grew up, kind of Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. I knew there was God. I never questioned like whether or not God existed. I just never realized that knowing there was a God was a lot different than knowing God. It's powerful. And I can't believe I actually survived this long without him. As things continued to happen in my life, I was losing my ability completely to deal with life. I mean, I literally felt like I was just on the edge. I could not take much more. I had spent a month watching my birth mother die in hospice. I had some other family issues that were weighing on me really heavily. I was having some financial problems, just thing after thing. And I called a friend and I told her one day, I said, I need to get fixed. And I know you know God, so can you like hook me up? Because I need something different this time. This is like the last thing I haven't tried. We sat down for about 15 minutes and I just started vomiting every problem I had on her, and I was a basket case and crying and all over the place. And she's like, I think you need Jesus. I'm like, yeah, I need something. I've heard this guy can fix you. So can you like make him like know me, or what do you people do? Can we make this work? So I repeated the prayer after her. I confessed my sins. I asked Jesus into my heart, and we closed up, and she said another little prayer, and I left, and I thought, well, great, cool, okay. Now I'm fixed. Now it's going to happen. I'm cured. And I was driving away from her house, and I had to pull over. Because for the first time in my life, I knew I was unconditionally loved. And it didn't matter that I couldn't fix everything. Jesus died for me. He died for me. And I was, praying for God to fix all these people that were ruining my life. And I finally realized about a week ago that he's changing me. I don't need to pray for God to fix all the things that are wrong in my life, but as long as I continue to pray for him to work in me, he does, and I'm changing and I'm growing, and I'm so thankful that I have that. And I was going to Bible study, and I was kind of throwing myself into the word, and I was learning as much as I could, and I was going to church, and then some things happened where I just kind of did a 180 and thought, okay, well, I'm pretty fixed now, so that's good. Now I can just go back to my life. And that didn't work out so hot. So I came roaring back to Jesus' arms. I did another 180 and said, oh, please, 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 will you take me back? Just kind of like God was saying, what took you so long? I've been here all along waiting for you to come home. And through this, what I would call like the second phase almost of this walk that I've been on, I kind of did this thing where I just kind of shut everything out of my life that I could get away with except Jesus. And in that process, I felt like getting baptized was kind of like the icing on the cake. Like I've been given this opportunity, and I want the whole thing. I don't want to leave it open-ended. It says that when we go down into the water, our old man dies, and when we come up, we get to be new. And I want to stay this way. I want to secure it. It's like I want to ice the cake. I just want to ice the cake. we were in OSO class, and we kind of had an assignment to talk about what our life was like before Jesus and what changed in us after we'd accepted Christ into our lives. And I was having a really hard time drawing or writing the paragraphs. I was struggling with finding the right words. So I just got my colored pencils out. And I just drew how I felt. It's a little childlike, but it's just how I felt. This is life. This is just life before God. This is life pre-Jesus. It's just all the muck and the mire. And then when you accept Christ into your life, that's what happens. It's all still there, but you don't have to swallow it. And it doesn't engulf you. You're protected and loved.